ẹ̀yin lẹ lè ṣe yanjú o, ẹ̀yin lẹ lè ṣe yanjú. Èbùrẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ mi o, ẹ̀yin lẹ lè ṣe yanjú, lẹ lè ṣe yanjú, ẹ̀yin lẹ lè ṣe yanjú o, ẹ̀yin lẹ lè ṣe yanjú. Èbùrẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ mi o, ẹ̀yin lẹ lè ṣe yanjú. Ẹ bá mi pè é kí n gbọ́. Iyalode, ẹ pè é kí n gbọ́ o. Iyalode, ìyá mi fewúrẹ́ jiyàn. Iyalode, ó ń fèkúrú jẹ̀kọ. Iyalode, ó ń gbàkàrà lẹ́nà. Iyalode, ẹ bá mi pè é kí n gbọ́ o. Iyalode, ẹ bá mi pè é kí n gbọ́ o. Ìyá ajígbàrán gba gèlè, gèlè la fi ń Iyalode gba gèlè o, gèlè la fi ń pọnmọ. Ẹgbẹ́ eléyìí kò olele, ẹgbẹ́ alára àgbò olele, ẹgbẹ́ ìdí ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ olele. Okay, Iyanifa, you spent a whole minute singing. Hi, everyone. I'm Iyanifa, also known as Mizani Drop. Welcome to my channel. How are you doing? Okay, if the singing was too long, I'm sorry. I love all things Egbe. Yeah, Egbe ni mi, ẹ má bínú. Okay. We're going to be talking on spirit husband, more on Iyalode, and so on. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please make sure, else you'll be missing out on a lot of juicy, informative things, okay? Subscribe to my channel, like and share the video, share it with your loved ones, because this could be helping somebody and saving their lives. Literally. I'm not even, yeah. So make sure to do that. Click the notification bell so that once I post, you get notifications, else you wouldn't know when the videos come up. Okay? All right. Iyalode. Well, I'm an Iyalode, of course. So you would understand why all things Iyalode is a bit, we can't be like that. We can't, Okay. All right. If you have not watched my first video on Egbe Orun, you really need to do that. In fact, that is not my actual first video on Egbe Orun. That's like my second or third. I've taken down the one I did before like 3 years ago because, you know, I've added new information to the one I just made recently. So you will find this more packed with things that, anyway, just go and watch the video. There are more informations in there compared to the previous one. So I thought there needed to be an update. So to continue on the conversation I was having in the previous in the last video, which is on Iyalode and Egbe Orun and all that. Iyalode is so vast, is so big. Now Iyalode itself is an Egbe. Iyalode is the name of an Egbe. However, you can be an Eleiko and still be an Iyalode in your own Egbe. These are things that I couldn't cover in the other video because, like I said, it was too many things and I was trying to keep it short. And even in spite of my effort, it still ran into 30-something minutes video. So, you can be in another Egbe Orun and still be Iyalode in that Egbe. You can be part of Egbe Iyalode and be an Iyalode in it as well. In my own case, I am both. I belong to Egbe Iyalode and I'm an Iyalode. I also, yes, a lot of people say, and when I say a lot of people, I mean practitioners, Awos will tell you it's not possible for you to belong to more than one egbe orun. Scratch that. It is possible. Read my lips. It is possible to be in more than one egbe orun. Oh yes, you can be. There are people who have multiple egbe, but you don't necessarily have to do multiple fidi egbelele. I think that is the information that kind of gets misunderstood and it gets all muddled up. It means the same thing. Anyway, it's possible to belong to more than one egbe orun, but if you do your fidi egbelele, all your egbe come and eat from the same pot. So I think we should. I think that's done and dusted. So Egbe Iyalode and Ajaguno are two very powerhouse within the Egbe group. It's like they come first and then everyone comes later. No, everyone comes after them. If you are in Egbe Leiko, for example, Egbe Idiroko, and you happen to be an Iyalode in that Egbe, it is important to still do Ibo for Egbe Iyalode from time to time. Not every time, but from time to time, because of the position you hold. It's like I recognize my fellow Iyalodes. Iyalode and Ajaguno. Iyalode is female. Ajaguno is male. But there is no proven case that tells us that Ajaguno is the husband of Iyalode. I don't think that's the case. They are both powerful. They work together. They're like counterparts to each other. Ishon Egbe Iyalode and Jaguno are even done together. A woman can be an Iyalode. A man can also be an Iyalode. I know it's very controversial. What I'm trying to say is that a man can be in Egbe Iyalode. They're not as common, but it is possible. Vice versa, a woman can belong to Egbe Jaguno. Okay? A lot of people believe that only men are in Egbe Jaguno, only women are in Egbe Iyalode. Not quite. But I don't want to go into that territory because we'll be going into other aspects of things that I don't want to open the Pandora box, because we would then enter sexuality and things. Let's leave it alone. Choose peace. Okay? If you are a man and you feel like you are part of Iyalode, you are welcome. We accept you. If you're a woman, you feel like you are manly too, it's okay. We accept you. No problemo. All right. Let's move on. So that is very possible. There are women, there are women king. When you even see, do you know that movie that this lady acted? Viola Davis? That's her name, right? The Woman King. Go and watch it if you haven't seen it. That kind of gives you a clear idea of how a woman can be Jaguno, because she's a warrior. She fights. Or there's a documentary on Netflix. Oh, sugar. African Queens. I think that's the title. Watch that as well. You would understand how it is possible for a woman to be Jaguno. Because even when you see the women, you see their body, you see their form, you see the yam on their leg, you will know that it is possible. Okay? I'm sorry, I'm making jokes. It is true. You will now understand how it is possible for a woman to be a Jaguno. But anyway, I think I'm flogging it too much. But just, check that out. I think because I'm talking about Egbe too much, you guys want to start doing things. Sure, I know. Video monshio. What else do I want to talk about? We've spoken about Fide Egbelele in the previous video. Erwegbe. Part of the reasons why Erwegbe is done is because sometimes you are owing your Egbe. I touched on it. You're owing your Egbe certain things and you have to give them. So whatever it is your Egbe wants you to give back, you have to give them back. If you're owing them chicken, you're owing them goat, you're owing them money, Erwegbe is part of how you give them that. They will tell you where you go and drop it. That's part of what Erwegbe does. But it's not everybody that does Erwegbe, like I said. It's some people, it will come out for them. This person, you must do Erwegbe. Some people they wouldn't ask for anything. So it's your Egbe that will determine that one and the agreement you and them had and what you took from them, what they gave you. So those are the situations basically. I'm trying to remember all the points so that I can explain it. Fidegbelele and Erwegbe sometimes are done together. Orun, Ide Ifa. These are the things I want to remember to talk on. A lot of women that are Iyalode, when you go and do divination, you will find that if I will say, marry a king. Take a look at Onirisha. All his wives they are no ordinary women. No. They are powerhouse. Check them out. Yes. I won't say more than that, but alagbara ni won in their own right. That's why a powerful woman cannot marry an ordinary man. It's impossible. You must marry above your station or about the same. Ajoma afigagbagani. But it is always better to do a bit like this or a bit like this. So they'll say go and marry a king or marry a babalawo, or if you must marry a normal person, make sure that this person does itefa. It's happened for me, and I've also had encounters with other women who said the same thing came out in their idafa. I myself have suggested it to people just when we were talking, only for Ifa to now instruct it during divination. So what I'm saying is, we were talking, maybe one-on-one or over the phone. I suggested, because sometimes, most cases when I meet an Iyalode, I know. Once I meet them, I know. And I'll tell them you are an Iyalode. And I'll tell them ABC about themselves, and they'll confirm it. But when we now do Idafa, divination, there are things that would then come out as well if I would then confirm what I had probably said or what they already know. So it comes whole. All right? So if I would tell people to do this and that because of that. Now, if you marry a king, he kind of, because Iyalodes cannot marry just anybody. They are powerful. Iyalode in Yoruba, what is it called? Oba setting, king setting, in the palace of the king. They hold a very powerful position. Iyalode, Iyaloja, Iyalaje, all those something. But Iyalode is still the most prominent of them. In fact, Iyaloja and all the other Iyas come under Iyalode. So most cases, Iyalode will be higher and will kind of give instruction to all the other women leaders. So they hold a position in the king's council. You have the Otunoba, Osioba, Balogun, Ashipa, Igba, Awo, oríṣiríṣi oyè. And then you have Iyalode. A man cannot have oyè Iyalode, even though men can belong to Egbe Iyalode. They won't give you. Because obìnrin ló ń jẹ́ Iyalode in the council of Obas. So they have a powerful position. They are powerful in their own right. Iyalodes are majorly, they are women who know what they want. They make decisions like this. They are usually very financially stable. They hold positions that are high in the society. Yeah, all things powerful. When you see a female president, a female CEO of a big company, and you see that company is running well, and the woman is at the helm of power, that woman is most likely an Iyalode. Or a Jaguna. Or she's an Iyalode in another Egbe. So, When you now have all this kind of very strong, almost male personality, it dey hard to find husband though. And when you even have a husband, if you are not wise and patient, you understand yourself and know how to tone it down sometimes. It has to be a conscious effort and being as real with you as it is. You will always butt head like it's like a bull in a china shop. You guys are always or like a ram locking its horn in another. Because man will say A B C, you two you say E F G, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. In fact, if you are not patient, every time you guys will be locked in an argument because you want to prove your point. He wants to show that he's a man. Clash of the Titans. So if you do not understand yourself, you don't know yourself, you don't know when to just let it go. You're going to have a problem in your marital situation. Some Iyalodes don't even live with their husbands. Most cases have been proven that when a man marries an Iyalode, she lives in another city, he lives in another city, in another country, or maybe the same city, but they just don't live together. Their relationship tends to work out well because as long as they're under the same roof, they will clash. Now, when you marry a man who is a king, they know how to deal with you. You have no choice. One way or the other, you will teriba. When you marry a babalawo, he would understand you. You understand him. You will find a way to balance out each other. Also, your husband being a babalawo, he will be doing ebo for you regularly. If you are a wife of a king, there are always a tutu done in the palace. So if there's something that needs to be done, one way or the other will come up during divination. If you marry a man that has done Itefa, knows the system of Ifa, the process and everything, he would also do ebo for you, lore kore. These are the reasons why you are asked to do one of these three. But if, for whatever reasons, your partner isn't into it, you can, marry a normal person. But just be well equipped and armed with information so you know how to balance it. Else, that relationship is going to hit the rocks. It's the truth. It's facts. Because you guys are going to keep butting head. You know. What else did I was going to... Yeah, Ide Ifa. Let me put it where my clothes so you can see it well. You see this thing? It's called Ide Ifa. It's not for fashion. Now, Ide Ifa Okmisono Meji is in 2 places. This one was given to me by my husband. Okay? This is like a wedding band. Nile Yoba, in Iyanifa system. So when a man takes you out in marriage, he'll tie Ide Ifa for you. He has his own as well, but men don't always have to wear it, but he has his one. I have mine. I don't take it off. Now, this is a wedding band. This is also a promise between or like a covenant between Ifa's children and Ifa that they will not die young and blah blah blah. Ifa won't take them. Okay? So if you are a woman and you are an Iyalode, it is important for your husband to tie Ide Ifa for you. It helps your marriage to balance out. It keeps you in check. It gives some stability. It's a connect between you and Ifa. It serves as a wedding band. I think I already mentioned that covenant. It protects you from death and problems. It's a protection as well. What else does Ide Ifa do? See, the list is endless. There are cases that has been found where women are not in a relationship or married, and Ifa will tell them to go and tie Ide Ifa. These cases, if you have done Itefa, that's the lady. Your babalawo will take Ikin from your Ifa and make Ide Ifa for you. If you have not done Itefa, on the other hand, they will get Ikinfa, they will consecrate it, and from that Ikin, your Ide will be done. Because I've heard funny stories where people tell me their babalawo took from their own Ikinfa to do Ide Ifa. Are you his wife? Do you want to become his wife? Because let's be clear on this thing. Come on, and law. Let's be guided. Before you go and become somebody's wife now that you did not even know. If a babalawo is taken from his own Ikin to do Ide Ifa for you, well, ... Kile mi mo. Kila wa mo. Just make sure you guys know what you are doing before you become Mrs. Ide Ifa. I'm sorry. Everyone who needs to everyone who has to do Ide Ifa already is Ide Ifa anyway. Because that term Ide Ifa is also another thing that has been abused. Ide Ifa. What is even Ide Ifa? Okay. If I will say go and do Ide Ifa, Omofa nie, Ide Ifa nie. And Ide Ifa is not only for women, it's also for men. When you do your Ide Ifa and you just come out of Igbodu and you are giving the Irukere, everybody for 3 days you cannot bow down your head to greet anybody, because Nile Yoruba, in Yoruba land, we prostrate to greet our elders, for men of course, and women kneel. For those 3 days you can't bend your head to anybody. So when they come and say hello to you and say Ide Ifa, do Iwure for us, you hold your Irukere and be shaking it like this, because at that time you are Ifa's bride. It's genderless. It has nothing to do with gender. But after then things go back to normal. But then there is now the aspect of Ide Ifa where you need to marry a babalawo. That one, if Ifa says you have to marry someone that is a babalawo or awo kinikan, it is not that good. It does not mean that the person that did that Ide Ifa is, if he's a man, has to be the one that would marry you. Okay? Am I clear? Do you understand what I'm saying? Let's say babalawo, one name, Ifa Onipekun. He did Ide Ifa for you. I just came up with a name. I don't know anybody by that name. He did Ide Ifa for you. And then babalawo Ifa Onipekun now say, Ifa said you are Ide Ifa, you are supposed to marry a babalawo. Just because Baba Ifa said that does not mean that he is your husband. That Ifa Onipekun is your husband. It might be Ifa Kola, Ifa Korede somewhere else that is your husband. So don't go and fall into the if you jump into kini, you'll be all right. So please, let's be guided. When somebody asks questions, no, don't be asking stupid questions, because people ask stupid questions. Being a Iyanifa is not easy, because you will be on the people will be asking you questions. You're like, hey Joe, let me keep quiet. Hold on. You'll be wondering, like, are you serious? Are you trying to irritate me? Or you really are asking questions? But you know what? My partner will say, just assume that they really don't know and explain. And that's what I've always done. Because if I want to respond the way I feel, I will offend plenty people. But I shall try my best to be patient, and I just see it. Okay, this person truly doesn't know. They want to understand. That's why they ask. So when this comes up, ask, be sure, know what you are doing. I think I've made enough noise on this matter. Kilo to come. Spirit husband. Even the spirit husband self, I'm not even sure we can still cover it in this video, because that one self is another. Okay. Let's talk about it. Now, spirit husbands. Most Iyalodes have spirit husband. It's very even rare that you will be an Iyalode and you not have a spirit husband, because for you to be an Iyalode, you hold a position in your Egbe Orun, powerful, strong one, and you would have a male counterpart who also wants to show himself, wants to make his presence known to your earthly partner if you have one. Some people, okay, before I even go to that one, your spirit husband, you would encounter sexual encounters with him. He will come and he will try to satisfy you because he wants to show that he's a man. So you see this territorial thing. It is as much as physical as much as it is spiritual. Men are territorial. Men, physically or spiritually. They would come and, be around you. They'll protect you. They'll provide for you. I kid you not. Ask your spirit husband for help if he will not do it. Report somebody to him if he will not deal with them. Try me now. I dey lie you. Go and try it and come back and gist me. Try. Those you people, you know yourself. You know that you have a spirit. Some of you know them by their names. You know them by their face. Some of you you see them in your dreams. Some of them you even see them physically. They appear. Me, how you people are seeing them? Me, I don't know. It's because you know it, you like it, and you encourage it, and you indulge it, which can be advantageous and very disadvantageous. I think I'll go for disadvantageous more, because when they start to create chaos for you, you will smell your yash. They will come. I know somebody who she knows herself. I mean, she watches this video, she knows I'm talking about her. That our spirit husband used to come and collaborate, and she likes it. She knows and she likes it. She enjoys it, and she doesn't stop it. And I think they have a working relationship. How that is. I don't know, but she likes it. I know another person who sees a spirit husband. She's a spiritualist as well. That one, me, I don't know the depth of their own relationship, but I know it's deep enough that they have conversations. So I'm guessing there are other things that follows. You see me. I've done spirit husband separation so many times that I don't even know what it looks like. I'm not going to lie to you so I will look powerful or whatever. I don't need to prove any shit to you lot. I know who I am. I am who the fuck I think I am. That is not my nust. However, I have done so much separation from mine that I don't recognize him anymore. So we have an agreement. However, when I do speak to him, he does respond. Like, I will see signs that, okay, I have been heard. So I try to create a strong boundary. Hello, I am taking. Okay? So please, dear, stop causing problems here for me that I have to deal with, because you are stressing me. Okay? So you have to create boundaries, but some people, they don't create boundaries, and it works for them. But in many cases, if you don't create a boundary, they will stress you. They will harass you. They will create problems, chaos for you. By the way, men also have spiritual wives. Now, some people will watch this video now and be saying, blood of Jesus. Oh, I reject it in Jesus' name. To who? To me? Reject it for yourself. Now, that one is your cup of tea. I'm telling you real facts here. These are things that are happening. And you see, the thing about this event is that it has nothing to do with whether you are educated, you are an elite, you are enlightened, you are bougie, you are whatever. Am I not educated? It does not take away from the experience. In fact, the other person, if I tell you how educated she is, I'll be giving too much clues. So I wouldn't. She's a stand-up woman, high value woman. So it's not because of queer situation. It's not reserved for poor people or for uneducated people. It has no boundary. Rich or poor or middle class or whatever. Everybody experiences these things. But because a lot of people they are too embarrassed. They don't want to talk about it. They are too scared to be looked as odd and weird in the society. They would rather keep it to themselves so that people do not nail them to the cross, so that people don't dissociate from them, so they don't talk about it. But it happens. Men also have spiritual wives, like I was saying. There are some that are just as territorial. They would not let another woman come near you. They won't let you get into a working relationship. If you get into a relationship, you're always arguing, you're always fighting, there's always chaos. They would, if your wife gets pregnant, they'll pull it down. These spirits, they're so powerful. They're so present. And when a lot of people will say, I don't believe I'm in Egbe Orun, I can understand them saying that because not every Egbe is active. But that you are not in Egbe, you are lying. Every human being upon the face of the earth, male, female, transgender, whatever, cross-dresser, we all belong is what I was going to say, not believe. We all belong to Egbe, every single person upon the face of the earth. The only difference is that there are active Egbe and there are inactive Egbe Orun. So if you happen to be in an active one and you happen to hold a position that is powerful, you are going to see their presence. So this is not about, oh, I'm hold money, I'm bougie, I'm educated, I finished from Harvard Law School, Cambridge, blah blah blah, Oxford, blah 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 blah, blah blah blah. Ekbeleo. Oshiratamara yo shilotamasibe. It happens to everybody, my friend. Go and sit down. It happens to everybody, regardless of your status or class. Everybody, every profession upon the face of the earth. Yes, I said what I said. So these spirit husbands can be very, very cantankerous sometimes. Some of them want you just the same way Egbe also can be very volatile. They can want you to die just so you come back to them. If they assume you are stressed or you are suffering upon the face of the earth, they can cut your life short because to them they are protecting you. But what they don't know is that they are actually cutting your life short. If your physical husband is molesting you, raping you, beating you up and all that nastiness, and you happen to be a very powerful one, and you have a spirit husband, he's going to deal with him. He will deal with him. It can create accidents for him. It can cause him to lose his job if he has a job. It can cause him to make loss in his business. It can cause bad events to happen, series of things, which I have seen happening. Listen, my brother and my sister, story, what I'm saying in Yoruba is, it is one thing to hear stuff, it's yet another thing to see these things happening. I am speaking from personal and client experience. When I say personal, I'm talking of as an Iyanifa, even in my few years of practicing. Eyes have seen, ears have heard. And then you see the person going through hell. Then you do certain things and then things change and you're like, make it make sense now. Because the person some people will be arguing, I don't believe in those things. Okay, then I don't they follow person argue. If you don't want to believe, that one is not your cup of tea. I don't know how they say that, I've forgotten. God, outside is leaving me. Anyway, that one is your own problem. Egbe Orun and spirit husband, they can be very problematic. They have a childlike, innocent energy. And you know how children can be when they want something and you don't give them. They will create problem for you. They will keep disturbing you until you do that thing for them. That is the same way Egbe Orun operates. They won't leave you be until you do what they want you to do. They will do anything to get your attention. If your egbe orun keeps trying to get your attention over and over and over again, and you keep brushing them off and shrugging them off, they will report you to your ori. Ori iti awa gbabode. Your ori will cover you, will die, have accident, get into problems. You know, when you are not doing what you should be doing, the things that are not supposed to be happening to you will start happening to you. You might end up in prison for something you are not even guilty of. You might be wrongly accused. You keep having court cases. You keep getting harassed, raped, molested, abused, bullied. All kinds of bad luck. Financial loss. You start losing things. Properties, financial loss. See, when I do divination for people, and I ask, Ifa, ire lori, ire ko, ofo lori, ofo ko. If Ifa says it's ofo, you now ask, ṣé ofo ẹ̀mí ni àbófo dúkìá? Ofo ẹ̀mí ni, ofo ẹ̀mí kọ́, okay, ofo dúkìá. You now say, okay, ofo dúkìá, ṣé ofo iṣẹ́ ni? I'm already teaching people how to do divination. You keep asking until Ifa will tell you that, okay, this is the loss. You now start understanding why this person's life is such a chaotic life. Nothing is where it's supposed to be. They get accused, they get blamed, they don't get appreciated no matter how much effort they put into things. People are entitled, people take from them and never give back. It's a lot. Lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹgbẹ́. Ẹgbẹ́ is the culprit. Egbe, they are so interesting that sometimes it's like I can feel them laughing in the background. My egbe, they are very active anyway because my pot is in my house. So sometimes from the corner of my eyes, I can see their activities and their movements. Some days I just sing for them. Sometimes I'll do things that egbe like. I'll do their ebo for them in the pots, and they love it. Look after your egbe. Don't say I'm educated, I don't believe in these things. My dear, now you go suffer. You will suffer for nothing, for free. See, you will just suffer for nothing. That's the painful part. Please, hey, follow no road though. Hey, Bobby, follow no road though. Don't be following people and be doing blood of Jesus. Blood of Jesus is not going to come and solve egbe problems. Leave Jesus and his own kini alone. I'm not saying you should not go to church. If you want to go to church, bye. But do what is needful. That does not make you a Judas to your Christian faith. Ngwanu.